Life is filled with ups and downs, and when you're on the spiritual path in this day and age, in the current energies where ascension means there's a faster rate of movement, time seems to be going faster, a whole bunch of light is coming in, darkness is seeping up. You can really feel like sometimes there's a push me, pull me effect, or that you're caught in the darkness, or you have these pockets of light. Wherever you are in the journey, when you're in the down aspect, really sink into it and have a sense of acceptance to where you are at. If it helps, just say, it is what it is. I accept where I am right now, even if to the core of your bones you are absolutely miserable or feeling like you are not in the right place, whether that's locally, as in physically, or whether that's mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically. Accept where you're at. Acceptance means that you allow what is to be rather than dwelling on the fact that it's there, and this then opens up the energy to do its thing for you to experience whatever it is you need to experience right now and to go there. So it kind of like opens up a little bit of a crack, if you like. I wouldn't say the whole doorway, but it allows that light in to process and do its thing. When you're in your upside, you feel a grand difference, of course, but this is when you start to feel like you want to go outside, you want to clean the house joyfully, as in declutter and take care of what you need to take care of, but in a much more light-hearted way. You feel a lightness of being, like the pressure has eased off. You want to go for walks, be out in nature, open up your windows, you get inspired with new ideas, that kind of thing. Enjoy those up moments, and when you're in the blues, take care of yourself and remind yourself what comes up must come down, and vice versa. There are always two sides of the spectrum, and the easiest, the best way to cope with things is to find a balance in between, in the middle ground, between the two worlds. Then you are anchored, you are grounded, you are within yourself, accepting what is, reaching the core of your essence and allowing whatever needs to come out, and to process in a way that is more meaningful and higher for you. And then you will see, as the energy begins to turn, as that ice cream machine churns to allow air in and create the momentum to create the substance that has a positive end result. So too must you churn and turn and allow the air in, the light in, just like when you clean out your home, to lift up that dust. And then once those sediments settle and there is more light, space, air, breath, if you like, the breath of life in your room, in your space and inside of you, then you feel the revival and you're ready to move on to the next leg of the journey, where things are more open and available to you. So keep allowing this process to happen. For what was up and down in the past many years ago, actually was a more longer process, more long-winded, more stretched out, even though it feels like it's worse now. But now, because time has sped up, you can actually process things much faster. And these stubborn things that you are still working on, that you have a sense within yourself that it's taking a really long time to budge and move through and work through and feel like you're finally free from, because they're still hanging on to you. Those things, that's your gold. That's what's at the bottom, because you've gone through all the layers, and what's left at the bottom is the big stuff. The big stuff will feel heavier, bigger, more tiresome, will keep coming up again and again, or is the underpinning, the underground, the root of all the other issues. So when you allow for space for that, process all the other stuff, and then you come to that bit, right? What's sinking down at the bottom of the pipe, the big thick dirt there, work through it bit by bit, step by step. Trust what comes to you. Trust the guidance that you get. Sometimes it feels like you get zero guidance or negative 500 because you're so down there in the darkest pits of despair. But keep working at it, keep processing it, Keep accepting what is, and then you'll find bit by bit, insight will come, follow that. Guidance will come, follow that. Messages, answers, follow those calls. And bit by bit, you'll climb out of that deep, deep well that you dove in or fell into. And what you discover will be yourself. More naked, more true, more healed than the previous version, and on you go. You can do this. Keep at it. You're doing great. I know it's been a lot of years of doing the work, feeling the stuff, but this is your chance in this lifetime now to go there, do the spiritual work in order to upgrade. So you need to go down, 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 down that spiral to the lowest of lows to then, and deal with it, look at it, to then rise up that spiral to your highest of highs. It's just like before you have a major breakthrough and have this amazing opportunity come into place and do this amazing big thing, or just have a sense of a new beginning, even if it's just in a smaller way. Often, or usually, before that is the breakdown. The breakdown before the breakthrough. But in order to have the breakthrough, you do need to break down all your stuff, all that dirt, all those sediments, bit by bit, break them down, ease them out, allow that light to come through, allow in the knowing, the information, the light, the energy, the higher meaning and wisdom to come into play. And that's where asking your angels and guides for help along the way, asking for signs, taking notice of those and synchronicities, step by step. You climb out of those modules of gunk. They start to break down. And as you break down those pieces and you overcome that breakdown period where all the hurdles and obstacles and blocks come in your way, then you move up, you rise up to the other side of the spectrum, the flip side of the coin, where you're in the light, you're in the bright, and the breakthroughs start to happen because you have broken through the gunk. And on it goes, up the spiral of wisdom. The more you pay attention, the more you take note of what you need to do, process, how you need to be, operate, even to the minuta, to the smallest detail in your everyday life versus the big stuff, you will get there bit by bit. So it's baby steps, one at a time. Follow the guidance, trust in yourself, believe in the process, believe in the higher wisdom. All you need to do is think of the miracle of life and how everything somehow comes together miraculously and mysteriously in the fabric of this universe. And you know this. All you need to do is go out into nature to experience that, and it doesn't take long. So keep that in mind. You are a miraculous creation, just like every little fiber of nature is, from every little petal to the lakes and the mountains. You are God's creation. You're here for a reason. You're doing a fantastic job. Keep at it.